Well, hello YouTubers. I know I've posted once today about my experiences at the Two Roads Charter School in Littleton. I am now driving home from said school. My work there is almost done. I have to return next Tuesday to check out, make sure all the supplies are where they belong and stuff. But this video is a gratitude video. I have been called to teach my entire life. I willingly share everything that I do with whoever wants it. And I cannot begin to emphasize how wonderful my experience has been this year at Two Roads. Most of the kids are very eager, and even those who aren't eager, I was able to pull into the assignments, and I watched them have fun. And with computers and robotics and photography and yearbook, those aren't the hard subjects like social studies and English and science. And I realize my place in the educational system. I plan on taking the state teacher exams for other subjects because I want to teach as much as possible, and I want to be a valuable asset to my school. I'm so proud of the kids and the parents, and to see the transition and I think the genuine care that the students have. It doesn't mean every day was perfect. It doesn't mean every day was happy. A change happened after spring break where you could tell everybody, the students and the teachers are like, the weather's getting better. I want to get outside. I don't want to do these assignments sometimes. But they did. And I tried my hardest to meet the students where they were at, but also to bring them out of the place that they were at into a new realm where they were eager to learn and experience. Some are much better than others at certain subjects. And that's one thing I learned about serving in the United States Navy, is that sometimes you try something and when you start out, you feel like you suck at it. You feel like you'll never get it. One of those things was the play that I did. I never felt that I would learn my lines. I was so discouraged. And I flubbed my lines so much, but I acted my way through it. And it was a good experience. Teaching is a great experience. I never dreamed that I would be a formal teacher. I just have always enjoyed teaching. Scuba diving is still my favorite thing to teach because when it comes down to it, it's a life and death situation underwater. And that doesn't mean that, it's a deadly situation. It just means that you have to pay attention to what's going on and do the right things, or else it could have serious consequences. So therefore, people naturally have a tendency to take it a little more seriously. I got so many letters from kids and their parents that said, before you came along, so-and-so didn't like their computer class, or they felt lost in robotics. And I took those kids one by one to ensure that they knew what we were learning. And some of them still can't program a robot as good as they would like or I would like, but they still did great. They rose to the challenge. When I started for this school, things were a little bit behind. So I set the bar high, and they all exceeded it. And that makes me really proud of them and their efforts. I cannot say how much I appreciate the staff of the school helping me when I didn't know how to do something and advising me. One of those people being, the technology guru of our school, Mr. Dean Ray, who took his time, and Mrs. Tricia Shive, our vice principal, who always gave me her time. No matter what she was doing, when I walked into the room, she stopped and she helped me. And she brought me to a place where final conclusions happened so that I could do my job better, and the kids got all their information and the parents got all their information. This is not a solo effort. Talk about it takes a village to raise a child. This is the most successful example I have ever seen. I have never seen a group of staff members so dedicated to providing for these kids to help enable them achieve their success. Success was not handed to them. They earned it. I attended a school system when I was a kid here in Denver, the Denver Public Schools, and most especially my school, Montbello Junior Senior High, that survival was the mode of operation. I wanted to get out of there without getting my butt kicked. And I just wanted to get out of the system as soon as possible and go away. And I did. I joined the military. And that's when my true learning began. And then I had to play catch up with my college and master's program and doctoral program. I'm so far behind a lot of my peers, but I'm catching up and succeeding in that. Like I said before, none of it's perfect. You don't come home whistling, some Disney song every day. I come home sometimes and I just flop on my bed and I take a nap for 3 hours because I'm so exhausted. But I'm a light at the end of the tunnel kind of guy. I can always see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I would have to thank the United States Navy for that. I was given tasks in the Navy that I just thought, oh my God, how am I going to literally live through this? And I did. And that built me into a stronger person. Now, I feel like I'm at about 40% as a human being as far as where I would like to be. And every day I just chip away and add a few more percentage points to that. And sometimes it's few and far between to count those successes, but those successes are there. So the school year for Littleton is over, and I want to thank the parents, and I want to thank the kids, and I want to thank the staff members that were there before me and left after me and made it all work. Make them happy.